Welcome to the fascinating world of biology, the science of living systems. Biology is the study of life and all its processes, from the smallest microorganisms to the largest animals and plants. In this video, we will explore the basics of biology and learn about the different branches of this vast field of science. The visuals show various living organisms, such as bacteria, fungi, plants, and animals, in their natural habitats. The camera zooms in on the cells of these organisms, highlighting their intricate structures and functions. At the heart of biology is the cell, the basic unit of life. All living organisms are made up of one or more cells, each with its own unique structure and function. Cells are responsible for carrying out the essential processes of life, such as metabolism, growth, and reproduction. The visuals show the different types of cells, such as prokaryotic and eukaryotic cells, and their structures, such as the cell membrane, nucleus, mitochondria, and ribosomes. Biology is a vast field that encompasses many different branches, each with its own focus and area of study. Some of the major branches of biology include genetics, ecology, microbiology, and biochemistry. The visuals show the different branches of biology, such as genetics, ecology, microbiology, and biochemistry, and their respective areas of study. In this video, we will explore some of the key concepts and principles of biology, such as evolution, genetics, and ecology. We will also learn about the scientific method, the process by which scientists conduct research and make discoveries in the field of biology. The visual shows scientists conducting experiments and making observations in the laboratory and in the field. The camera zooms in on the different tools and equipment used in biology research, such as microscopes, petri dishes, and test tubes. So, get ready to embark on a journey of discovery and exploration as we delve into the fascinating world of biology, the science of living systems. One of the most fundamental concepts in biology is evolution, the process by which species change over time. Evolution is driven by natural selection, a mechanism that favors traits that increase an organism's chances of survival and reproduction. The visuals show different species of animals and plants, highlighting their physical and behavioral adaptations that help them survive in their environments. The camera zooms in on the different structures and features that enable these organisms to adapt to their surroundings. Natural selection works by selecting for traits that are advantageous in a particular environment. For example, a bird with a longer beak may be better able to reach food in a deep crevice, giving it a survival advantage over birds with shorter beaks. The visuals show examples of natural selection in action, such as the beak shape of finches on the Galapagos Islands, which varies depending on the type of food available on each island. Over time, natural selection can lead to the development of new species, as populations become isolated from each other and diverge in their traits and characteristics. The visuals show examples of speciation, such as the formation of new species of cichlid fish in African lakes, which have evolved different feeding strategies and color patterns. Evolution is supported by a vast body of evidence, including the fossil record, comparative anatomy, and molecular biology. The visuals show examples of evidence for evolution, such as fossils of extinct species, the similarities and differences in the anatomy of different species, and the genetic similarities between different organisms. Despite the overwhelming evidence for evolution, it remains a controversial topic in some circles. However, the scientific consensus is clear: evolution is a fundamental principle of biology and a cornerstone of our understanding of the natural world. The visuals show scientists conducting research and presenting their findings on evolution, as well as examples of public debates and controversies surrounding the topic. In the next segment, we will explore another key concept in biology: genetics, the study of heredity, and the mechanisms of inheritance. Genetics is the study of heredity and the mechanisms of inheritance. It is a field that has revolutionized our understanding of how traits are passed down from one generation to the next. The visuals show different examples of inheritance, such as the passing down of traits from parents to offspring, and the different patterns of inheritance, such as dominant and recessive traits. At the heart of genetics is the molecule DNA, which contains the genetic information that determines an organism's traits and characteristics. The visuals show the structure of DNA, highlighting its double helix shape and the different components that make up the molecule, such as nucleotides and base pairs. DNA is organized into genes, which are segments of DNA that code for specific proteins. These proteins are responsible for carrying out the functions of cells and organisms. The visuals show the process of gene expression, in which the information encoded in DNA is used to produce proteins. The camera zooms in on the different stages of gene expression, such as transcription and translation. Mutations, or changes in the DNA sequence, can lead to variations in traits and characteristics. Some mutations can be harmful, while others can be beneficial or have no effect. The visuals show examples of mutations, such as genetic disorders, and variations in physical traits, such as eye color. Inheritance is governed by the principles of Mendelian genetics, which describe how traits are passed down from one generation to the next. The visuals show examples of Mendelian genetics, such as Punnett squares and pedigrees, and how they are used to predict the likelihood of certain traits being passed down to offspring. However, genetics is a complex field, and many traits are influenced by multiple genes and environmental factors. The visuals show examples of complex traits, such as height and intelligence, and how they are influenced by multiple genes and environmental factors. In the next segment, we will explore another key concept in biology, ecology, the study of how organisms interact with each other and their environment. Ecology is the study of how organisms interact with each other and their environment. It is a field that has become increasingly important in the face of global environmental challenges such as climate change and habitat destruction. The visuals show different ecosystems such as forests, oceans, and grasslands, and the different organisms that inhabit them. The camera zooms in on the different interactions between these organisms and their environment. At the heart of ecology is the concept of the ecosystem, a community of living and non-living things that interact with each other in a particular environment. The visuals show examples of ecosystems such as coral reefs and rainforests, and the different components that make up these ecosystems, such as producers, consumers, and decomposers. Producers, such as plants and algae, are the foundation of ecosystems, as they convert sunlight into energy through the process of photosynthesis. The visuals show the process of photosynthesis, in which plants and algae use sunlight, carbon dioxide, and water to produce oxygen and glucose. Consumers, such as animals and fungi, obtain their energy by consuming other organisms. The visuals show examples of different types of consumers, such as herbivores, carnivores, and omnivores, and the different ways in which they obtain their food. Decomposers, such as bacteria and fungi, break down dead organisms and recycle their nutrients back into the ecosystem. The visuals show the process of decomposition, in which decomposers break down dead organisms and release their nutrients back into the soil or water. Ecosystems are complex and dynamic, and they are influenced by a variety of factors, such as climate, geography, and human activity. The visuals show examples of how human activity, such as deforestation and pollution, can have a negative impact on the ecosystems and the organisms that inhabit them. Understanding ecology is essential for addressing global environmental challenges and ensuring the sustainability of our planet. The visuals show examples of environmental conservation efforts such as reforestation and wildlife conservation, and how they are helping to protect ecosystems and the organisms that depend on them. In the final segment, we will summarize the key concepts and principles of biology and their importance in our understanding of the natural world.